Welcome everyone and good morning. If you're joining me first thing up this morning, it's a short but sweet class today. I had thought to myself as I was writing classes, what about if we did a little half hour, like a high vibe, pick me up? So many people have been asking me, what are the favourite classes? What are the ones that that you see the most views from? And I'd have to say, people, as much as you tell me you don't love them, sun salutations, definitely, just because they invite energy into the body and they warm you up, particularly if it's a cooler kind of day or cooler month. It's free flowing, and so it gives the body energy, but it also, because you go through this beautiful sequence, it also takes your mind off slower poses which can challenge the mind. So today's class is a high vibe, pick-me-up kind of class. We will start with a minute or two of breath work, and then we'll move into the vinyasa. It'll start relatively quickly. Changed the view today because the sun looked like it was trying to, like it's streaming down through the clouds, and it's coming out in this massive big ray. So that's to give us energy. It's to energize and to send those high vibe energy frequencies into our system. So let's go. Take a minute or two. Come inward, and invite in that nice sort of slow rhythmical breath. Breathing out, letting go of all of the breath. And just start to sit into that natural flow, natural groove of the breath. Notice that the length of the inhalation, the exhalation is the same length. And the breath is coming with ease, there's no force. As we say, no push, no pull, just a natural even flow. And as we sit in the rhythm of the breath, take a moment to invite the movement back in, wriggling through the fingers and the toes, perhaps letting the eyes open and adapt and adjust. If you're sitting on a prop such as a bolster or any blocks, come find yourself onto all fours. And start off with a cat-cow. Even though I said we're going to get into the rhythm relatively quickly, and we will, we can't also neglect the fact that we need to warm up. So come with me into cat on the exhale, and cow pose on the inhale. Exhale, draw up into the belly, round the spine, and then inhale, float the other way. Exhale, curl, draw up into the belly, round the back. Inhale, slowly coordinate the cow pose. Let's go one more. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Neutral back. Happy puppy, look around to the hip. Doesn't matter which one. And come back to center. Look around to the hip. Come back to center. Good. So the hips swing out left to right. The trunk looks around to it so that we lengthen the opposite side. So if I'm looking down to my left foot, the right side's being stretched. This is to open up through the side line of the body. Good, one last one. Perfect, and come back to center. Let's find an active cat-cow, but start to stretch out the calf muscle for me first of all. Let's press the left heel back. And a nice little sort of dig away with the heel, feeling that flesh of the calf, that meaty part of the calf stretch. And then the left leg will rise. Breathe out, bring the knee in towards the forehead, and then breathe in, release the leg back. Exhale, pull and tuck in. And inhale, lengthen behind. Good. And just take a couple more just as we now start to warm up through our belly, because we're pulling in, letting the abdominals work, and we're lengthening out. And exhale, curl, tuck in. Inhale, reach and lengthen out. Good, one last one. Exhale, cat, cow. Active version. Good, change the legs. Right, stretch first of all. Lengthen, stretch out that calf. Good, rise with the leg. And here we go, pull in, exhale. And inhale, lengthen out. Curl and tuck in. Reach and stretch behind. Last one. Nice. Both feet go back onto the floor, both knees go back onto the floor. Just to check in that they are hip distance apart. And if they are, we should all be ready to go up and unfold and head back into your down facing dog. Let's open up the backs of the legs by finding that heel pump, or sometimes they call it walking out the down dog. It really is just a heel rise, a heel lower, heel rises, heel lowers, and we just sort of paddle out the legs here, one after the other. So it gives us an opportunity to individualize the calf stretch. Often when we come straight up into down dog, what we find is that both calves get stretched at the same time, obviously, but sometimes we might neglect the energy or the effort that's required in one leg more than the other. Okay, so it's nicest to do individual ones. And when you're ready to equally ease the heels down towards the floor, both heels will go down. Take plank as we inhale, so just shifting the weight over the wrist. Draw those armpits up and in and away from the floor. Good. Knees will go down, and then the chin will go down to the floor, arms will rub. Our arms will rub by our ribs, and we push straight back up. Good. And we return back into down dog. This time though, raise up both heels and drop both heels down. And both heels up, and both heels down. So this is also a little bit of energy sort of flushing into those calves as well. That pumping action of getting the that blood generating into the calves. And we'll go one more, and we'll try it again. Plank inhale. Good. Let's do a knee hover before we actually get to the floor on this one. So not quite meeting the mat, but just skimming, just hovering, just hanging over. And then we're good to lower. Chin drops down towards the hands, and we push once again straight back up. Breath out finds us all back, heading into that down facing dog. Let's take the left leg. It's going to be our, so what we know is our three-legged down dog. Bring the left knee into the chest, look forward to the hands, step forward. Let's call this our low lunge. Low lunge meaning that our hips are a little lower than that knee. Drive back through the right heel, but reach a little more forward with the left knee so you really feel the distance between the knee and the heel now. Get that really nice full deep hip flexor stretch. Good. Bend the back knee like it too almost hovers over the floor, yeah? And then pump that right leg back out. So keep repeating, the left leg is going to stay still, but it's the right leg that's moving. You can definitely pop your hands on the blocks if you need to. That's all okay as well. Knee bends, knee straightens, knee bends, knee straightens. Again, a little bit of a flushing effect of getting that energy into the front of the thigh. Good. And then hang in here. Get ready to drive through that front foot, I should say. That heads you all up into your lunge, warrior one. Okay, so really sink into those heels, yeah? Bring the hands into the chest, get ready to step forward. You're in an easy chair. Take a deep seat, bum sticks out, away from those knees so that you protect your knees. Weights in your heels, Hands are into the heart center and press the hands nice and firmly. Take a breath in, drive the arms up, exhale, you're over into Uttanasana, a forward fold. Here goes a little bit more energy running up that back line of the legs into those hamstrings. Good, bend the knees, hands go to floor, left leg steps back, right leg steps back, there's another plank, and you've got knees and a tricep push up. Good, back to down dog. Try this on your right leg, lift it, bring it in. Good, nice big step forward. Take that low lunge, hands can go on the floor if you want to, or on our blocks. Sit in the low lunge, see how far you can ease those hips down without losing the bend in the leg just at this stage. So really straight left leg, right knee reaching forward. Then we get some movement, bend knee, straight leg. Bend leg, straight leg. A little flush, some movement, some activity. 2 and 1. Get ready to drive through that right foot for us to lift. There's your inhale. Lunge, warrior 1. Hands to heart. Check in where you're going to step. Easy chair, 2 feet together. Drop into those heels. Add a higher arm with them this time. High arms, shoulder blades are down. Drive through those feet, inhale. Then we're over on the exhale, Uttanasana. Just stay here for a moment to let the head nod forward and back. Particularly if we do this practice at the start of the day. Necks can be a little stiff, but then again, go side to side. Even if you're doing this, say, in your lunch break, those necks get stiff and tight too, so do the hamstrings. They all sort of seize up, don't they? Good, lay out the head, rest and center, back to bent knees. We've got to drive back through that right leg now because it's our stepping back leg. Back to down dog, 1 plank. Now this time as we come into plank, try the knee hover like we did before. Let's change it up though, knee hover, straight legs. So both of them are hovering and straightening. Both are hovering and straightening. 3, see if we can get 2 more. 2 and 1. Knees, then go to the mat. You've got your little tricep push up again, down and up. And we're back. We're visiting our little down dog. Yeah. So the change we're going to make in our down dog this time is a twist that we do with the feet. We come up onto the balls of the feet and we're going to turn the toes to the right edge of our mat. Then plonk, heels go down. Okay. This is a really nice deep side stretch. So you should perhaps feel it more on your right side. Don't worry if you don't, but it's more of a sideline stretch as opposed to if you're feeling it in your calves or your hamstrings. Up, pivot, twist and plant. We're there again. Left hip rises. Come again, up, and just your usual or your traditional down dog stance. Return the left leg to lead behind, 3 legs. Close the heel into the bottom, but open the hip this time. So now starting to get a little bit more sort of energy flowing into an openness of the hip channel. Good, breathe out, close the hip down, bring the knee to the chest, you're going to step forward. Excellent, alrighty. Go now straight away up. So here's your lunge warrior 1, but change the arms. Let's take those cactus arms where the elbows bend. Draw the shoulder blades back into the spine. Okay. Then we're going to go into a double. So drive down in the knees and then raise the arms as the legs straighten. Good, we want to sink. And then we're going to stand. And we'll sink. And we'll stand. Good, we're going to take 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold this one just for a moment. Back with those arms, just a fraction more. Good. Hands come together. Step to that easy chair. Yeah. Good. Easy chair. Left elbow, right knee. Breathe in center. Right elbow, left knee. Breathe in back to center. Good. To interlock the hands around behind the bottom. Pull the hands down past your bottom. That's it. Open up the chest. Okay, get some space here so that you can breathe nice and deeply into the chest. Hands pull down past the bottom. Exhale, flip over. Those arms find their way over the back of the head. Good. Breathe in, scoop back around. high arms now. Inhale, rise. Exhale, dive forward. Look at the knees. Breathe in, bend in. We've got the left leg leading us back behind. We'll take the right leg to follow. Once again, to realign where those legs are. Shift the weight into plank. Good. Draw the belly up and in. A slight change to the plank. This time the left knee, right elbow. Right knee, left elbow. Back to plank, breathing. Okay. Bend the knees. Then straighten the right leg. Okay. Walk out the plank now. Yeah? So it's a straight leg and a bent leg, and a straight leg and a bent leg. So as we walk out the dog, we walk out the plank. And the sun is coming out. Yippee! Awesome. 2 straight legs. All right, bend the knees. Lower the chin. Now we're going to do that cobra. Finally, we get to go down into cobra. Good. The back extends. Inhale. Hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. Good. Let's try that little spin of the legs to the long left edge of the mat. Tippy toes. Spin, 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 and drop. Yeah, left hip rises. Keep both legs super straight. Good, back up onto the balls of the feet. Plant those legs down. It's the right leg that needs to lead us. Send it back behind. Tuck it into the belly. Look forward, step forward. Good. All right, get ready for the whole rise. Up, we lift. High arms, chest high, arms parallel to the ears. Yeah. Great. Down go those eagle arms. Drop into that back knee, and then let the arms rise as the legs rise. Sink and stand, and sink and stand. Good. You got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands come to the heart center. Soft knee. Step through the front. Drop down. Twist right elbow to the left knee. Back to center. Left elbow to the right knee. Back to center. Wrap the arms around the back, interlock them, pull the hands down past, lift the chest. Good, flip forward, and those arms go. And then as we inhale, we bend the knees and we scoop the arms back up into that high version of Utkatasana, easy chair. Inhale, exhale, press through the legs, the arms will rise. Yep. Inhale, Tadasana, exhale, forward fold. Remember we did a little head nod, forward and back. Forward and back. Head rest into the center, side, side. Head rest back into the center, bend the knees. It's a right leg stepping back to your plank. Here's your left leg coming out there to join it. Opposite elbow to knee. So also opposite knee, I should say, elbow right to left, left to right. Good. Walk out the plank legs. Good. That's nice. Alrighty, we're done the plank legs. You get to lower your plank. Yeah. And then we find that cobra pose. Breathing it in. Yeah, good. Now, exhale. Bring the hands, hopefully you've got plenty of room to hands underneath the forehead. As we lie straight down through here. Okay, soft legs, relax the glutes. Breathe in as we lift the upper body away from the floor. Good, and then exhale as we lower it down. We're trying not to lift the legs at this point. Breathe in to lift. And breathe out to lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Good. One more the same way, just as the upper body lifting. Then keep the upper body rested, lower body legs lift and down. Good. Try not to shift up into the shoulders. Get the shoulders soft. And now we're starting to fire up those glutes, the lumbar, the lower back muscles work in this one. Good. And last one. Awesome. Combine the two. Inhale. Good. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. We have 3 more. 2. Good. And one last one. Perfect. Take a slight change from here. Extend the arms out in front. And move my mat a little. And from here, what we'll do is we'll combine the lifts, but it will be an alternating lift. We call it swimming. Breathe in to lift arms and legs and go rapidly. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We've got 5. I'm going to count us into this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hands underneath the forehead. Right hand grabs hold of the right foot. Heel pulls into the bottom. This is a half bow. Keep the left foot pressing down into the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try and lift in that thigh, that right thigh off the floor and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And one last one. Switch it over. Right hand under the forehead. Left hand collecting the left foot. Take the lift on the inhale. Lower down as you exhale. Hit the right foot pressing down into the mat. That gives you the anchor and also assists to lift up. So it's that idea of pushing down. It's going to help to lift up. Good. Last 2. And last 1. Both hands, both feet. And if you find that this is a little challenging, just go back to the single legs again. So I'm going to give us 4 of these. Otherwise it's 2 on each of the legs. Breathe in to lift and full boat. And breathe out to lower head rest to one side. Good. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out, head rest to the other side. We have 2 more to go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, head rest to the side. And our last, lucky last. Inhale, lift. Exhale, head rest to the other side. Lift it. Come back to center. Come on up for me from here and push your way back into child's. This will give the lower back just a gentle stretch out through here. We'll use the hands to press the mat forward to sit you back deeper into your heels. Breathe in, let the chest lift up off the legs. Take the, so if this isn't comfy, go and sit cross-legged. Left hand to the right knee, right hand around behind, breathe out, twist. And then the other side, right hand to the left knee, breathe out, twist. Good, twist, opposite side. So opposite hand to knee, change sides, opposite hand to knee. Good, opposite hand to knee. And spin around. Let's take 2 more each way. So with the spine loves, you know this, the spine loves us twisting it. It unwinds it and unravels it. Good, breathe in, take the arms up. And breathe out, grab hold of the right wrist. Lean out to the left. Good, breathe in, come back to the center. Hold on to the opposite wrist. Lift and drop out to the side. So trying to get length down the sides of the spine just to awaken in the side line of the body is again also really quite important to reduce that compression and compacting the ribs into one another. One more for me, everyone. And done. Good. Both hands into prayer. And like we would in child pose, bend the elbows and send the fingertips down towards the spine. Keep the chest lifted, keep the palms pressing together. Keep these arms in really nice and snug into the ears. This is a nice way for us to stretch those triceps. We often do this when we sit into child, so if you're not comfortable doing it here in your heels, go back and find it as a child's pose version. Alternatively, you could let go of the hands and you could grab hold of the tip of the elbow. Let the one arm, the single arm, run down the spine. Up to you, whatever feels a little more comfortable. Good, other side, if you're holding onto the elbows, otherwise keep those fingertips pulling down towards the spine. This also is a really nice way to open up the chest as well. It gives us this opportunity of breathing a little firmer and more solidly into the chest here. Good, bring the left arm across the body. Bring the right arm across the body. Left arm across the body, lock it in place. Right arm across the body, lock it in place. Yeah. So I know it's a little quicker than what we normally would be, but we are still about that whole idea of energizing the body and bringing in and awakening the muscle fibers with us as well. This is not a class we're going to do at the end of the day. Yeah. Good. One more each way. Good. And then resting for me from here. Take a moment to either sit in your seated pose or in lying down into Shavasana. Seeing that it was quite energetic, probably still feel comfortable enough to sit. Let's just take a minute or so to finish off our and wind down and allow the body just to regroup, to resettle itself down here. Breathing in equally through both nostrils, filling the lungs to their highest capacity, and then emptying, releasing, and letting go of all of the breath. And breath comes in, and the breath goes out. Good. Nice full deep breath in. Softening and letting go as we exhale. Feeling that heartbeat returning. Chest softening, nervous system calming. Good, and then when you're ready, just wriggling the fingers and the toes, livening those legs again. Probably just settle down after working quite rigorously. Let's bring the palms of the hands to the heart center as we honor our practice and feel a little more alive and bursting full of energy. And we'll finish together with Namaste. Namaste. Well, that warmed us up. I've got a little bit of a sweat going on. I'm feeling very, very tacky and certainly full of energy. That wasn't relaxing, I can assure you that. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome day. And if you're with me this morning, I can see some of you scrolling on. This is your class for today, no class tonight. And I will return. Last of the master classes is on Wednesday evening. Look out for that. We're going to do some ball releases to release the back. It will be a really nice back soothing kind of class. So until then, take care and stay safe and